Romance scams are a devastating form of fraud that can shatter lives. Scammers prey on people seeking love and companionship, often targeting the most vulnerable among us. They build trust and affection over time, creating a false sense of security. Once they have gained their victims' trust, they manipulate them into sending money, often under the guise of an emergency or a heartfelt plea. This betrayal often leaves victims emotionally and financially devastated, stripping them of their savings and their sense of self-worth. These scams are particularly harmful to individuals with dementia who may struggle to discern reality from deception. Cognitive decline, social isolation, and a trusting nature make them easy targets for these heartless criminals. Understanding these vulnerabilities is crucial for protecting our loved ones from falling victim to such scams. We must be vigilant in recognizing and preventing these scams, ensuring that we educate and support our elderly family members. By staying informed and connected, we can help safeguard their emotional and financial well-being. Dementia affects memory, judgment, and decision-making abilities. It can be a devastating condition that not only impacts the individual, but also their loved ones. The loss of cognitive functions can lead to a sense of isolation and confusion. These impairments increase vulnerability to romance scams. Scammers often prey on the emotional and cognitive weaknesses of their victims, exploiting their loneliness and desire for companionship. Individuals with dementia may struggle to remember details of online interactions, such as conversations or promises made by the scammer. This makes it easier for the scammer to weave a web of deceit, making it difficult to recognize inconsistencies in a scammer's stories. The scammer's narrative may change, but the individual with dementia may not notice these red flags. Impaired judgment can lead to poor financial decisions. They might be convinced to share personal information or transfer large sums of money without fully understanding the risks involved. Individuals with dementia may not fully grasp the consequences of sending money to someone they've never met. They might believe they are helping a friend or potential partner in need. They might dismiss warning signs that would be obvious to others. Family members and friends may try to intervene, but their concerns can be easily brushed aside. This makes them particularly susceptible to manipulation. Scammers can exploit their trust and confusion, leading to devastating emotional and financial consequences. Social isolation is a common experience for people with dementia. This isolation can make them crave connection and attention. Scammers exploit this vulnerability. They offer companionship and affection, filling a void in the victim's life. The scammer becomes a central figure in the victim's life. This isolation prevents the victim from seeking advice from family or friends. It allows the scammer to operate in secrecy, increasing the likelihood of financial exploitation. Individuals with dementia often exhibit a trusting nature. They may be less likely to suspect malicious intent, making them vulnerable to manipulation. Scammers exploit this trust, portraying themselves as caring and dependable partners. This inherent trust makes it challenging for individuals with dementia to question the scammer's motives. They may readily believe the scammer's fabricated stories and excuses for needing money. This trust, while admirable, makes them easy targets for exploitation. Romance scammers are skilled manipulators who prey on the vulnerable. They employ various tactics to gain trust and exploit their victims, often targeting those who are lonely or seeking companionship. They create fake profiles on dating websites and social media platforms, meticulously crafting their online personas. These profiles often feature attractive photos and fabricated personal stories designed to appeal to their victims, making them seem genuine and trustworthy. They engage in lengthy conversations, showering their victims with compliments and affection, building an emotional connection over time. They invent elaborate stories about emergencies, illnesses, or financial difficulties to solicit money, often creating a sense of urgency. These stories are designed to evoke sympathy and a desire to help, making the victim feel responsible for the scammer's well-being. Once trust is established, scammers may ask for small amounts of money at first, gradually increasing their demands as the relationship progresses. Victims often don't realize they are being scammed until it's too late, having already lost significant amounts of money and emotional investment. It's crucial to stay vigilant and recognize the signs of a scam to protect yourself and your loved ones from these deceitful tactics. Protecting individuals with dementia from romance scams requires proactive measures. Open communication is crucial. Talk to your loved ones about the risks of online scams. Encourage them to be cautious about sharing personal information online. Regularly monitor their online activity and financial transactions. Look for any suspicious activity or unexplained withdrawals. If you suspect a scam, report it to the authorities immediately. Encourage your loved one to introduce any new romantic interests to family and friends. Romance scams pose a significant threat to individuals with dementia, often targeting their emotional vulnerabilities. Cognitive decline, social isolation, and a trusting nature increase their vulnerability to manipulation and deceit. Scammers exploit these vulnerabilities, causing both emotional and financial devastation to their victims. By understanding the risks and implementing protective measures, we can safeguard our loved ones from harm. Open communication, financial monitoring, and thorough research are crucial steps in preventing these heartbreaking scams from occurring.